Hello everyone, Blue Archive has one of the best communities in a gacha game, and I want to talk about why, because I think it's important to at the very least recognize the impact a community can have on your experience with a gacha game. For instance, if you're a Genshin Impact player, well, you know how bad a community can be. But if you're an HSR player, you also know how bad it can be. Oh, it is not a good time as a Hoyoverse gamer. I know, I hate it. But Blue Archive, in my opinion, has an exceptional community. It's great. It's not necessarily one that's as large or expansive as either one of the two prior mentioned games, and it's not necessarily as expansive as Arknights in my opinion. But I do think the difference is, Blue Archive is much more chill. I've mentioned this numerous times, but you can like whoever you want. You can simp for Hoshi. You can simp for Izuna, like I do, which is what you should do. Simp for her. She's adorable. Like, why wouldn't you? This character deserves more appreciation, more love, and more arts. Please, I need more porn of this character. I don't think you understand. But regardless of who you simp for, you're gonna find a community that is both welcoming and accepting of that, but also subsequently likely simps for them too. 9 out of 10 Blue Archive players are lolicons. It's a pretty good chunk. Actually, you know what? We'll say 8 out of 10. We'll give a benefit of doubt to 20% of people that maybe they're not. At least they don't recognize it yet. But the community itself knows what they like. They know what they want. The developers do too. And I think this leads to a much more positive community itself, because not many individuals, if any, are willing to start drama over something in that community. I understand it doesn't necessarily have as many content creators as other big gacha games, but I do think that's a benefit. The community itself is more tight-knit. You can find people recommending their favorite artists, people recommending their favorite art itself. You can find communities willing to share and trade around that art. And it's, in my opinion, the best one I've been a part of. I don't necessarily have great feelings on the gameplay itself or the game itself, but I do love the characters. And I think that's important to mention, because if you find a community that legitimately likes the characters, not just for, the art of them and their design, but also for the characterization they have within the story, it means people legitimately care about their game and are excited to have more. And I think that's a big difference that Blue Archive has to other gachas, because a lot of people will only care about one aspect, not multiple. This also means, and has also come to fruition when we've had a bunch of individual tourists or people from other non-necessarily lolicon-esque gachas, but subsequently just more of a mainstream audience attempt to enter and kind of be pushed back to a dramatic degree. Blue Archive fans love their game, but they also love the community and are willing to protect that community and the very calm nature it has, and I think that's extremely nice. I'd say that as a result of that, I can recommend Blue Archive as a nice introduction to gachas. I don't necessarily think it's the best gacha or the best and most new player friendly, but I do believe that the community is one of the best, if not the best, and as a result, it makes it extremely approachable and you feel less pressured to care and learn about everything immediately, because there's a cute girl on screen and you can just enjoy the game. If you don't though, I'd honestly say that's fine too. A lot of individuals with Blue Archive who played the game are extremely chill. So whether you like the game or not, whether you like the characters or not, whether you hate their favorite character, it's not going to affect them too much. And I, once again, do appreciate that. I think if you're creating content for the game itself, it's also extremely easy, because you can find a character, you can simp for them like I have with Izuna. You can also talk about the story of the game, and 9 10 out of 10, the community itself will be extremely supportive of you and your growth. And I think it allows you, if you do like lollies or shota, to essentially be a bit more blunt and open about your interests without having to deal with the pushback you're gonna face from the other communities of different gachas. You have the occasional ones. I think in Arknights you have Suzerain, who I don't think Arknights is as bad as the Hoyoverse lot when it comes to you being a lolicon. Not gonna lie, there are some great lollies in Arknights as well, but I think Blue Archive wins out in the dojin category and the art category in everything. So I do, once again, and would comfortably recommend starting Blue Archive. And if you don't enjoy the game itself, that's fine. Blue Archive doesn't necessarily have the best gameplay. It has a great community. It has a tight-knit one. And honestly, I'd say that's the best part about any community. Just knowing you can kind of meander into any section and be pretty fine. And I wish that was something we had with other games, but we don't. If you like Lolly and Genshin, good luck. If you like Lolly and HSR, good luck. So honestly, I enjoy and I appreciate the BA community itself. Also, the Twitter, follow me on Twitter, because I like a lot of good art and I want more followers so I can have more power. I will see you later. Goodbye and subscribe.